I need. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick outside inspection before I open it up to make sure there's nothing wrong on the exterior that we need to address first, or any signs of interior damage from the outside. Okay, I'm just going to use my light, and I'm just going to gently look at the surface. I'm just looking for any dings or scratches or dents, or even just dirt that needs to be rubbed off. Okay. Okay. Just checking over every part, making sure. Okay. Very good. Okay. It looks clear on the outside, so we should take a look now at the interior. Just going to use my tool to get the screws off. And there's one right here, okay. And one down here, okay. Okay, and now I'm just going to remove the panel, okay. Okay, I'm just taking a look at everything. I'm just gonna take a peek, okay. And I'm also going to look with my light. Okay, just gonna take a look down there. Okay, just gonna make sure there's no apparent damage or anything that needs to be fixed immediately. There's nothing of any importance that I notice. Okay, it looks alright, but we'll have to take a look more thoroughly inside. Okay. Inspection tools, and I'm just going to take a look with my tools. Okay. Just trying to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. I'm just very gently going over all the different compartments and apparatuses of the machine and the wires and the motherboards. So I'm just very gently inspecting them with my tools, very gently, making sure not to damage them. These are very, very delicate machines. Okay, they're very, very delicate, so you need to be very gentle with them. You're just gently going over each one with a very gentle hand and just carefully going over it to make sure that it's working as it's supposed to. So just keep going on. And I'm making my way down each row. Okay. Just very softly, alright? The last thing you want to do is damage one of these because the company will sue you for so much money, okay? And you will lose everything. So don't do that. Okay? Be very, very careful. Okay? I'm gonna switch my tools. I think I need something else. Okay. Okay. And once you've inspected all the parts that you can see, we have to reconfigure them and reset them. Okay. Okay. So once you're done, I'm almost done, alright? Just have one more row, okay? Then I can show you how to reset all of them, okay? And just last one now, okay, okay. Okay, excellent. Okay, so now we have to reset them. Actually, you know what? Before we do, I'm just going to go over with my light one more time. And with my tool at the same time. Okay, I'm just gonna gently take a look. Okay, oh, I think I see something that's not supposed to be there. Hold on. There we go. That shouldn't be in there. I'm just gonna look over the rest and make sure. Okay, Perfect, alright. So it's clean as well. It's nice and clean as well. Okay, I'm going to show you how to recalibrate it. Alright, so I'm going to take this tool. Okay, so I'm going to go onto every single little node. I'm just going to turn, okay, just turn it as tight as you can. All of them. Okay. Make sure you get all of them on both sides. Okay. Make sure you get both sides. Okay. Make sure you don't miss any of them, because if you miss one, then it won't work, okay? So make sure that you're doing them in order, in the rows that they come in, so that way you don't miss one, because they're set up that way for a reason, okay? Slowly getting there. Okay. Just a couple more and we're all done, okay? Just a couple more. This is the last one, okay? The last one. Okay, perfect. Okay, great, alright. So, okay, let's just make sure that everything is set the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and now you have to reset the gel. Okay, so you just take the bottle of gel. Alright, and you have to use one of the funnels. So, one of the funnels, you have to find the right size. I think it's this one. Depends on the model and the year. Okay, and then this has a screw on at the top, okay? Just like that. And then you take this, you touch it right on, and then you just let the gel fill up the container. It can take a while sometimes. I wouldn't recommend squeezing the bottle, because it just makes the job harder next time, you know? It's easier to just let it flow out on its own, I find, personally. Unless you're in a rush, of course, then squeeze away, but it's much easier to just let it flow. It's almost, and there's a line that says max, so you want it up to there, obviously. Okay. Okay. There we go. And I tap off the bottle just to make sure Now you take this off, and the used funnels get put into a special bin. I'll show you later, alright? But don't put them back with the others because they need to be washed. Okay, let's put that back on. If I can. Okay. Alright, so now, okay, I think we're all done with this one. I think it's ready to go, okay. Actually, first you have to manually configure it because we turned all the nodes and we refilled the gel, but you still need to manually use your fingers and program it. So if you hold down these two buttons here, then it comes up with this screen, right? This screen right here. And you press 3, 3, 6. Okay. Each model has a different code though, so it might be different. But for these models, it's that code. Okay. There is a master sheet somewhere of all the codes. Okay. It has some right here. Yeah, so these are some of the different codes, but most of the models that you'll be working on are the same, so you really only have to remember 1 or maybe 2 codes, depending on what unit they put you into, you know. Okay, so you press the button, then it'll take you to a menu, and it'll ask you what option you want, and you're gonna hit reconfigure, and then it'll take a second to load. And you should put the panel back on. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to put the screws back. Put the screws back in. Okay. Screws back. This side, bottom, and up here. Okay, so everything is back in place. Back, okay, and it's almost done reconfiguring. Just complete in a second. Okay, alright, and then the screen disappears once it's reset. Okay, and there we go. It's all done. It's been inspected, so we can also cross that one off the list, and we can send it back out. Okay, and then the new one will automatically come back in when we press that. This one's done. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that part. Okay, yeah, this one's all done.